beautiful morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Delta Broadcasting Service, we welcome you to today's broadcast of programs on Morning Delta Television. Okay, so on behalf of the crew, we are welcoming you to Morning Ride Thursday's edition and welcoming you to our world of information, education, and entertainment. This is where we give you the best of the best. My name is Lilibet Ugochukwu, and I have with me
Chizzy Awuno. A beautiful morning to you. It's the 25th day in the month of July 2024. A lot has been buzzing on our political scene.
Tizi, how are you doing this morning? Before we talk about the buzzing and the laws and the happenings.
I'm in Nigeria.
Because you look, it seems nothing is even getting to you. So don't even talk about Nigeria
I'm living in a period of joy in chaos. That's what I'm doing. So I'm trying, I'm staying happy.
That's mixed.
Yeah.
Joy in chaos, that's mixed though.
Like even with everything that's happening in Nigeria, I'm still intentionally having joy in my heart.
There is joy in my heart. But Chizzy, you look dashing this morning. When I stepped in, I was like, this thing that is affecting people is not affecting some people.
Well, actually, this year, okay, from last year to this year, I decided to play with colors and be intentional with colors because I realized that colors actually affect my mood, and every time I wear bright colors, I feel bright and happy.
Brighten up.
Yeah, so that's why.
Okay. All right, so quickly, let's just look at our national celebration before we run into trendy issues. On national celebration this morning, July 25th, we have the National Drowning Prevention Day. National Drowning Prevention Day. It's observed this day to raise awareness about life-saving measures that can help prevent future drownings. Now, this is about people that go to the river to swim, or those that go to the pool to swim, and you know you cannot swim, but you want to form Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee,
Jet Li, even take,
and then you go there and you start drowning. It is. Thank God we have a national day to celebrate it. That you have to be aware. You have to be aware of this day. That if you go to the pool or you go to the river, be rest assured that you can swim. If you know you cannot swim, please do not go. Don't even smell the water.
Oh,
don't
go deep. Life jacket.
Life jacket or no life jacket, you cannot use a life jacket in the river. No, you can use that in the pool and the shallow side, not the deep side. But do not go to the river with a life jacket. Me, I don't support it. Except you're on a boat, a canoe, and you wear life jackets. Yes, because I know even if anything happens, the
life jacket will keep you afloat.
Will keep you afloat before people come to your rescue. But please, please, please. And if you know how to swim very well and you are in an area where someone is drowning, it's also good for you to jump in and then save it. So yeah. So but let's just be very careful. Stay away from water. If you know you have phobia for water and you cannot swim, just stay away from water. If you go to the poolside and you want to feel that water stuff, you can just dip your feet, sit by the edge, dip your feet into the pool, and be very careful while doing that.
I think every pool should have. I think everyone should have knowledge of how to swim, and if you don't have knowledge of swimming, if you go to the public place, maybe a hotel where they have swimming pool, there should be someone there who can easily rescue you if you're trying to drown. Personally, I'm not a big fan of swimming because I had a very terrible experience while in secondary school where I went to the pool with the excitement that I had people around me who could teach me how to swim, and the person who was teaching me how to swim actually thought that I was swimming and I was drowning. So it took someone my brother's friend who knew that I was drowning to pull me out of the water. Since that time,
the fear got
I don't even want to learn because I think I'm still traumatized. Don't convince me. I don't want to even learn for free. So yes, if you don't know how to, but still,
But you know, some people
once in a
speak
while,
on that. Some people use that as an avenue to learn.
Well, I had a very terrible experience because by the time I came out, I'd already drank a lot of water.
Are you for real?
And I got home thinking if I had died, my parents didn't even know I was in that place at that particular time. They probably would have left me there, and my friends would have, run away and left me there. So I learned the hard way, So since then, if I go to the pool, all I just do is, as you said, stay in the area that is not deep, and I just play with the water. Aside from that, it's been 9 years. I've not gotten close to the pool, and that's because I like to advise myself before anybody advises me. And that same thing with the river. If you know you don't know how to swim, don't get close to the river.
Yes.
But if you must, please have a life jacket, because I know that there are some areas in Nigeria that are riverine areas, and you have to go to that location via boat. But if you don't know how to swim, please don't take for granted a life jacket. It's funny because I don't even trust the life jackets. So if tomorrow,
100%.
Lily, you are going to get married across the water, I might not come because I don't trust the life jacket. But yes, please take your life very seriously.
Okay, take your life very seriously. Okay, so today also it's International Red Shoe Day. Why I picked this because I saw Chizzy was wearing a red. Chizzy is wearing a red shoe.
Touch of red.
International
My
Red
shoe also
Shoe.
has a touch of red.
Yes, International Red Shoe Day is actually a day observed to raise awareness about life-saving measures that can help prevent. Okay, wear your red shoes to show your solidarity and appreciation for Lyme disease patients everywhere. So I'm not going to go there because it's not.
No, we won't go there, but just not have my red shoes on.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so today is also the Health and Happiness with Hypnosis Day. Health and Happiness with Hypnosis Day. I'm not going to go down into that, just telling you the celebrations that we have today. International Digital Adoption Professionals Day is also celebrated today. And National Chili Dog Day. Oh God, that's for people that like food. National Chili Dog Day. Like Robo. I know one Robo of a girl. She likes chili dog. In fact, she likes sausage. She likes those petty, the kind of food.
But she doesn't
That's why
eat
she will
dog
never
meat.
go fat. Yeah?
She doesn't eat dog meat.
She doesn't eat dog meat.
No.
Yeah, but she does pork. So I'm very sure of that. All right, so that's all we're going to take on National Celebration. Quickly, let's go to trendy issues. Yes, Chizzy, you wanted to say something on trendy issues, so let's start
On
from
trending issues, I started by saying that we're living in a period where it's a situation of having joy in chaos,
you. Yeah.
and that's because of what we've been going through. I'm talking about the hardship, the hike in fuel price, the hike in basically everything. I went to the market yesterday and I was surprised that a particular kind of fish that I usually don't like, but I just wanted to do something different yesterday. And this particular fish, when I knew it, I used to buy it for like 500 naira.
And then you start.
I was surprised that it was 2,500 yesterday. And immediately I tried to price that fish. I noticed how the woman looked at me weirdly. You still did this Nigeria?
She needed to ask you that. I told you that it's not getting to you. Maybe you traveled and you came back from Pluto.
That particular fish was like a no. Back in the days, if you eat that fish, it means you're going through a lot. But
okay,
now,
what's the name of the fish?
It's this.
Shani?
No, it's this smoked fish that has the paper. They smoke it and then they put a paper and they stick inside it. I don't know if you know it.
Stick, not the paper.
They put a paper in Benin.
Okay.
Where I grew up, they put a paper while
really?
smoking it.
Okay.
So it's usually very tasty, but people don't buy it except you just want to do this sharp kind of
Okay,
stew.
yes, that's smoked fish.
That's smoked fish, exactly. So back in the days, I used to know it to be 500, 600. I had 2,500 and I'm like, what is going on in this country?
It's been a while. It's been a while you went to the market.
It's not been a while, but that particular fish, it's been a while I had it. And because of how I think I stressed the woman pricing, I had no choice not to buy it, you know. But I was asking myself, what is going on? Everything has tripled, if I should say it like that.
Yes.
Fuel as well. I also remember that there was a time in this country when we used to buy fuel 65 naira. And when Goodluck Jonathan got into power, he increased the price of fuel, and it wasn't really significant. It was significant, but we can't compare what it was to what we're buying it today. And I'm wondering why. And that actually made me to think deeper, that if the price of fuel drops down, everything will automatically go down. We're talking about food, we're talking about transportation, everything will go down. But then you have the government coming out to say in January food prices will go down. That's a long-term plan. What happens? And when we talked about this 2 weeks ago, I said something. How about now? Because a lot of people are going to die out of hunger from now till January.
Yeah.
So what is the short-term plan? And then some Nigerians, maybe we should call them well-meaning Nigerians, came out to say, you know what? Let's go to the streets and have a peaceful protest. And they reeled out a number of things that they would want, a number of demands, which are doable and at the same time cumbersome. And I'm wondering if the government will be able to meet all the demands. But it's doable, as I said, but you know, when things have really gone bad,
if they start, just start with
if
the ones you can do.
Yes, but
gradually,
now,
if people see that you've started something,
they will give you the
relax.
benefit of the doubt and they will relax. Yeah, so they've brought out a number of things which we'll read out later. We'll read them out later. But governors yesterday met in Abuja. So the governors from the 36 states of the Federation yesterday were currently meeting at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The governors under the auspices of the Nigerian Governors Forum were meeting at the NGF Secretariat at the nation's capital. Now, some of the governors started arriving in the meeting venue as at 8 p.m. yesterday, being Wednesday. Governors like Lawal Dauda of Zamfara, Bala Mohammed of Bauchi, Caleb Mufang of Plateau, Sharif Oborowori of Delta, that's our governor, and Alex Oti of Abia State were already on ground. This is as governor of Enugu, Peter Umba, and Borno State, Babagana Zulum, sent their deputies to represent them. Now, the agenda of the meeting has not been it's not currently known, but this is, however, connected with the planned nationwide planned nationwide protest that is scheduled for August 1st to 10. And Lilibet, I have to tell you that I can see the panic in the air. It's obvious, like everyone is panicking. And somehow, I feel like this is the right step in the right direction. Nigerians are now aware and are ready to, you know, take the bull by the horn and say, you know what, we deserve a better Nigeria. But I have my own different view.
Okay.
But I will just pass it over to you.
Okay, so these protests have actually hit so many areas, so many people saying, oh, we don't want to join the protests, I don't want to be among the protests, I don't know who is organizing it, and who is going to hijack it. You know, one thing with protests in Nigeria is that hoodlums can easily hijack it. And the main aim, the sole aim of that protest will be defeated. Lives will be lost, you know. We still haven't gotten past what happened during the
NSAS
NSAS period, and now another protest. And this protest, they are even asking that it should be nationwide. Now, let's see the updates we got. Protest not solution to lingering economic crisis, says Arewa Group. Arewa Group they said that the protest is not the solution to lingering economic crisis. And also the Arewa Group in Delta State have said nobody should come out and join the protest for August, slated for August 1st. Nobody should come out and join the protest. If you come out and join the protest, you face
that's for some areas
of the
in
law.
Delta State. That's
yes.
the Urobo community.
Yes, but well, I think, well,
no, they have their reasons.
I really cannot tell how that one is going to be, because some persons are strongly, in fact, they are boldly behind this protest. Well, they said they want to come out.
Right, but for the Urobo youth,
hardship.
Okay, but for the Urobo youth, I think it's understandable because they are already talking about the security challenge that they are facing in that area. So actually joining a protest
will not be nice.
Will not be nice, yes. And then there might be hijackers as well.
All right, so Southeast also says we won't join planned protests. And this one is coming from Chekwas Okori. He said we won't join planned protests. Oba of Benin also appealed to Nigerians to shelve protests. The council chairman says we will not tolerate any hunger protests in Lagos. Abiodun urges youth to embrace dialogue and shelve protests. I won't join the protest that I don't know the organizers and motive behind it. And this is coming from Femi Falana. He said he won't join the protest that he does not know the organizers and also the motive behind it.
I think
nationwide protest. Nationwide protest. Lagos students break ranks. They plan solidarity walk instead. Now, instead of the peaceful protest, they said they want to do a solidarity walk. Okay. Now, APC blasts Peter Obi over comment on Nigeria's economic crisis. Okay. Governors ask to share FG palliatives before August 1st. So this protest is actually, it was slated for, I think, July, like ending of July, but it was moved to August 1st. So I don't think that a protest will be curbed in some areas. I think that protest will go on in some areas, but dialogue is actually the best, if you ask me. Dialogue is the best. I think it's time for the youth to actually meet with the president, and then maybe on a round table, just like the NLC and TUC did meet the president, on a round table, and they came with the 70,000 naira minimum wage to be paid to workers. So I think if they meet with the FG, something will actually come out positive, because I think FG has asked them that they should please give them time to look into this whole matter.
Well, a lot of time has been given.
No, it doesn't matter. FG pleads with Nigerians. It says, calm down, give us more time. They need more time. Now, they just did this 70,000 minimum wage increment, yeah? So with that alone, you will know that they are ready and they are willing to listen to Nigerians. So if FD have asked that Nigerians give them more time, because believe you me, I don't see this protest ending well if it starts in some area. Okay, so if FD have asked them to give them little time, I'm just hoping that they listen and give them little time.
So Lilibet, in a country where we have our leaders buy cars in millions of naira, and then what they can offer the citizens is 70,000 naira minimum wage. I have to say right now that 70,000 naira minimum wage will go nowhere, especially if the fuel price remains as it is. Because at the end of the day, if you calculate your transportation that you would use to come to work, if you're a car owner, if you calculate how much you use in buying fuel into your car, now calculate when you get to your workplace how much you would eat. Then your children, how much you will give them to go to school. Or for parents who don't have cars, how much you will spend to take your child to school and then to work. Calculate it in a month. And then ask yourself if that 70,000 naira minimum wage is worth being excited about. Now, I really feel like it was a waste of our time going on that strike in the first place for 70,000 naira. Now, the government are saying we should give them more time. This is not the first time that we're hearing more time. We've heard more time in the past, and that's what we've been doing. Now we're asking.
No, I think ever since this issue of economic crisis and hunger in the land started with this present administration, youths have not planned any protests or strike at all.
No.
And the federal government have not asked for more time for the youth.
Okay,
I think the more time they asked for was for the TUC and the NLC concerning the minimum wage.
Right.
So this is like a fresh one out of the box.
Okay, so Lily, we're talking about this protest. Personally, I don't support the protests.
Me too. I don't.
Being that we've done a protest before now, and it didn't work out well. As a matter of fact, it ended in chaos, where a lot of parents, a lot of families are still in pain because of the loss of their children. There are still persons who are yet to be released as a result of that protest that they went to go and do. Now, personally, I feel like the youth before now have come out to hold the government accountable. Now, our parents can also help us do the same. Because in the past, there were strong people who went on protest and their needs were met. Talking about in 1924, 3,000 women in Calabar protested in Market Town that was imposed by the colonial authorities in southern West Nigeria. Now, there were other female organizations such as the Lagos Market Women's Association, Nigerian Women's Party, and Abeokuta Women's Union. And then, if you remember as well, the Aba Women Riot in 1929, and it made headway. Yes. You can see that something was done. Now, the youth will come out, and let's tell ourselves the truth, youths are hyper. Youths are hyper. So, we cannot almost trust that this protest will not be hijacked. But when our parents come out, they may be more diplomatic in making their demands. I'm not trying to say that Nigerian youths are not mature, but I'm trying to say that Nigerian youths, we've tried before, and it didn't work out. It ended in premium tears for some families.
Yeah, you hear the number of years you talked about now. Now, the kind of mentality they had then, is it the same thing they have now? That's
but youths are aware now.
That's another thing. I mean those in authority that listened to those women back then. Now we have different set of people with different mindsets and want to do their things their own way. Do you think the power, the push those women had then over their leaders is still the same thing, or will still be the same as now?
Well, this is where.
And how many women are willing to come out now to stick their neck now? Because then we have strong women. How many women are willing to come out now to stick their neck to go on a peaceful protest?
Well, I would say that we still have strong women. It's just that a lot of people now have gotten to realize that the country is really bad, and so many people have given up hope. But we still have strong women, and if they put themselves together, they can still do something like that.
Well, my country is not bad. My country is going through a phase.
We've been going through this phase for
and we are going to come
a long time. Amen.
We're going to come out. We're going to come out.
We are going to come out. But I'm really happy that Nigerians are aware that, you know what, this is what we deserve. And this is where the government need to realize that the people voted them into power. So you're responsible for the people. So you should, the people have a right to hold you accountable. So yes, it's very okay to be held accountable. Okay. Now, I have a problem with the fact that this government is a year plus, and we cannot significantly pinpoint something that has been gotten right. Now, if as you said, if we had gotten it in some places, gotten it right in some places, then the people will say, okay, we'll see what the government they're doing. They are working, everything. Because Wike came out to say that, yes, he came out to say that things have really gone bad in the country and that Nigerians should not be deceived. The government is working. So what he's trying to imply is that things have really gone bad, so you cannot expect a miracle to happen.
Yes.
But at the same time,
take steps.
At the same time, let's see signs. Let's see signs that there's work going on. Now things have gone up from where it used to be to almost triple the prices. I entered Keke to Obogonogo market yesterday. It was 250 naira and paint.
As at how much?
There was a time we used to enter 50 naira now.
I didn't enter 50 naira. I entered 100 naira.
100? No, there was a time it was 50 naira.
Okay.
There was a time it was 50 naira, then it went to 100 naira. And then there are still some keke rider who take 300 naira from your, so please. Okay. I really don't support the protest though.
According to Minister Wike, let's see what he said concerning the planned nationwide protests. He said the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has said that the proposed August 1 nationwide protest is politically motivated. Speaking with newsmen on Tuesday, he says, let's tell ourselves the simple truth. If we are playing politics, let's say we are playing politics. If we want to be sincere to ourselves, let's be sincere to ourselves and help our country. The country is rotten. You know that the country is rotten. And a government has just come to see what it can do to at least move it from where we are to a certain level. And you say that miracle must be performed within 1 year. You are here now. We are talking about a project that was awarded 13 good years ago. What has happened? Nothing. Now, a government has come to see how we can fix all these things, and we are in too much of a hurry, demanding that it must be done now. It is not possible. The protest is a political protest. So let's not listen to political protesters and political jobbers who just want to be popular. There are some people who believe that if they don't criticize, they will not be popular. We are going to elections very soon. These are political gimmicks. Just know that the government is a serious government and working to solve the problem. We believe that things will turn around, but we should be patient with the government.
We believe that things will turn around.
Let's just keep a positive mindset. That is it. Like he said, this whole thing did not start in one day. It got bad at some point, it got worse, and it grew to worse again. So he's saying that we know the country is not what it's supposed to be. We understand, we accept, but give us time to fix it.
But we
do not expect a miracle.
Yeah.
And that's what that's the fact. Nigerians are expecting a miracle just like that. But these things go through process. It goes through process. It goes from table to table. You can't just wake up one morning and say, okay, you want to build a skyscraper. I want to move into that skyscraper that same day. It's not possible. Everything takes time. Everything has its own way of doing things. So Nigerians should actually be calm. They should be patient. Now they have driven their message home. The federal government have heard. They have heard you. So give them time and see what they will do. After all, they are even helping out now with palliatives, even though the sharing formula. That's why I say even though the sharing formula is questionable, the sharing formula is questionable. Some persons did not get. Some persons did not even know that they share palliative, or there are palliatives in distribution. So, but in all, we should just give it time. I don't know who actually brought this protest. That the person that came out to say
this very dark man
again. Maybe that's why he's called very dark man. I don't know what's going on with that dude, man. Okay, so but in as much as we want everything to be better,
Well,
in as much as we want Nigerian to be okay.
Lilibet,
let us not use our hands also to spoil it.
Lilibet, I'm really praying that we get past that that era where we have a situation of meeting one government, another government comes in, and then we are missing the previous one. I know when we had Buhari in power, we were saying things were very difficult, and we're complaining.
And we needed Jonathan back.
And we needed Jonathan back. But now he has left power, and we're kind of missing him. Because things were not... I'm missing him, yes. Because things were not this bad. Okay, imagine the fuel price. Was it this bad it was bad though. It was bad. But was it this bad in the time of President Buhari? So now coming out to say that this is just from the opposition party, political stunt, I think that's a way of making the people get distracted and not call you out on your should I say excesses. So this is not the time to do the blame game. We met a bad government. This is the time to work. This is the time to work, honestly speaking. So yes, number of things that are being list of demands from protesters ahead of the nationwide demonstration is as the unplanned nationwide process against the bad governance and economic hardship gather momentum, protesters have listed out their demands. Now they have a number of demands, but as we read out these demands, I would like our analysts to help us to dissect some of these issues, because I said earlier on that these demands are doable, but some of them are just loud, especially because of the government, like how bad things have gone. It's like expecting a miracle, as our Uncle Wike said. So yes, this is where we'll take that break.
All right, let's go on a very quick break, and when we return, it will be time to look into the papers and have our analysts do justice to them. Stay with us.